Save the Semantics, episode 152. It is August 29, 2021. Excuse me. My name is Myro. This is the podcast where I ramble on for a bit about shit. And just just talk for a bit. Because I feel like I don't really, this is a way of expressing myself about just rambling on about just mundane shit. It's very artistic. It's very creative. It's never been done before, actually. First of its kind. This is actually the first podcast done by a single person. So I have that claim to fame. This is the only individual podcast where I don't interview anyone. I don't interact with a co-host. It's just me. It's crazy. I've been working all week, so today's my day off. I mean, it should be, right? It's Sunday. But yeah, today's my day off. I'm trying to enjoy it to the best of my abilities. I'm having the most like stereotypical Bay Area Asian fusion food binge sort of thing. Like, I'm drinking boba right now. I'm gonna go get poke in like half an hour. It's just one of those days, and I'm not even from the Bay Area, which is crazy. But quasi Bay Area, you could say. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to in a bit. I'm also thinking of maybe picking up some clothes on the way to getting the poke, but we'll see about that. We'll see if I have enough time for that. It's been a pretty nice day so far. The weather's a little muggy, so the sky is... right now it's kind of clear, but it still feels a little, disconcerting maybe because of some of the fires. The smoke is kind of, carried down here. That's kind of been how it's been for the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's not particularly great weather. It's been kind of hot for the last couple of days. It's summer. It should be like this type of weather. You know what I mean? This is the most summer weather that we've had in months. You know what I mean? So that's kind of to be expected, you could say. Yeah, I've been trying to enjoy myself today to the best of my abilities, trying to relax and just kind of take the edge off. Maybe watch some stuff. I have such a backlog of shit that I want to watch, but I just never get around to watching it because it takes too much effort. This is a conversation I have every time. But you know what I mean. Eventually, I'll get around to it. I'll watch some stuff pretty soon. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Do I really got to schedule a time and a date that I have to watch something? Do I have to be that person now? Can I not just watch something spontaneously? Damn, dude. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. There's a pretty big bump up in the amount of work that I've had to do from last week to this week, or this past week. So, yeah, I'm a little tired, and I feel like it's just an adjustment to working so much, you know what I mean? It's cool to kind of point that out. What I mean is it's fine to kind of complain about it. It's okay to complain about working too much. I feel like, you know what I mean? I don't think it's considering what I'm doing, it's not unreasonable, but it still sucks sometimes, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's not much to really delve into. There's a few things that I might want to get into. I don't even know what exactly, but it's lingering in the back of my head. So maybe I'll talk about some interesting stuff. But what I can say, I picked the best place to record. You want to hear this? It's like a free concert. There you go, man. It's like you're inside that car listening to it. Myra, why don't you just record somewhere where it's not loud, busy, and annoying? Listen, all right? I like moving around. I like finding new places to record. And sometimes I hit it, sometimes I hit a nice little spot. And other times it's like this, where I'm too lazy to change my mind about it. And so I'm just kind of here. And I'm just kind of chilling. But, what did I want to get into? I've been listening to a lot of music, which has been great, because I've discovered a lot of great artists, and not just this past, couple of weeks, but over the last little while. And I feel like I haven't really talked about music that much. I've just been, I don't know, plaguing the conversation with just, whatever shit. That's not really super interesting or whatever. And I feel like, if I want to, preserve some of what I was listening to at this moment in time, I think that would be, a cool idea. And I can kind of look back and be like, oh, yeah, shit, this is what I was kind of into in 2021, and I got to see how my tastes have changed or haven't. But yeah, I've been listening to a pretty decent amount of music. I jotted down some artists who I've been listening to. Some notable ones are Dynamite. I found them out through. So I've been listening to a lot of IDK, which I've brought up before, his album and everything, and I mostly listen my music through YouTube, because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay for a Spotify subscription. But I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about getting one, just because I feel like I'm a little sick of the ads on YouTube. I've just been seeing the same ones over and over again, and it's kind of driving me a little nuts, and I can't really listen to music seamlessly. And I think getting Spotify or whatever, or any music streaming service, would kind of open up more options for podcasts too, not just music. It gives me some more options to listen to, because I think YouTube's recommendation system is pretty good. That's how I've discovered a lot of these artists, but it's still, it's video format, right? It's not, and it can also be distracting for me, especially if I'm working. So I kind of want something that's only audio. So yeah, I might just take the hit and get Spotify or something like that, so I can have a more easily accessible library of shit, and I can download music. I haven't I've been, I'm still not driving around that much, but I think that it would be nice to have some music on the go, just kind of download it on my phone like I used to. So I might just do that again. But yeah, so Dynamite, I believe they are a British duo. I discovered them through IDK, because he did a feature with them, or he did a feature on one of their songs, and that song kind of popped up in my recommended, because I was listening to a lot of IDK. And they don't have a huge catalog at the moment. They just released an EP relatively recently, and every song on there, whew, it's good. It's good. I've been listening to that a lot. They kind of do sort of a mixture of hip hop and trap melody type of music. I don't exactly know what to categorize them as, but they do sort of a hybrid of sorts, and it's good. It's good stuff. Super catchy, like melodies and hooks, and it's great. I'm glad that I stumbled across them. So that's one artist that I've been listening to pretty heavily. Another one is this Korean like metal slash rock band that also kind of popped up. Or maybe it was like, I don't know, it showed up on like my Twitter feed. I don't know exactly how. And I was like, oh shit, okay, this is pretty cool. So I've been listening to them a little bit. Like I think some songs of theirs are a lot better than others, but the songs that are kind of are bops, like they're good. I dig that. So that's another one. What was that album called? I think Is it Way Is Blood? She is a songwriter. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Way Is Blood. She had an album called, what the fuck was it called? It was very good. Titanic Rising. And it's incredibly melancholy. Like it's not like hyphy or high energy or anything like that, but it's very like well written and well composed. So I was a fan of that when I listened to it. I don't know about replay value. Usually the songs that are like continued to stay in my rotation are pretty short and like, high tempo and everything like that, high energy. So, but really good album. I think it just kind of like, I don't know, I saw it like in a Reddit comment and I was like, okay, check it out. I'm always interested in trying some new shit. So yeah, I was a pretty big fan of that one. It also depends on the mood too, like in the time of the day and everything. So sometimes I'm just like not in the mood for super melancholy, like low. I don't know if low energy is the right word, but more kind of muted sounds. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just in a mood for that. Maybe it's like later in the day or whatever. It just kind of depends on where I'm at and everything. So, I just like to try new stuff out, and once in a while it hits. Sometimes it's alright. Maybe I'll come back around to that. I don't know. We will see. There's been like, what else? There's been like, I've listened to a lot, for sure, but not everything sticks. You know what I mean? I think that's like one of the I guess downsides. I don't know what to say, but it's like it's one of the detractors of listening to a shit ton of music is that like sometimes like it's just sort of a maybe overconsumption of music in a sense, but I don't know. I feel like you can't really go wrong with listening to a ton of music. So, no, it's cool. It's cool discovering new artists once in a while. You know what I mean? Especially ones that you can kind of go back to. You know what I mean? And I feel like I want to go back to like. So I used to have like an Apple Music subscription, like I said, and so that's how I sort of listen to a lot of my music. I kind of want to go back and see like all the artists that I've had on there, and then kind of like update that to Spotify, and then see it from there. Because I just want to, because like I feel like sometimes at work or whatever during work, I'm just kind of like scrolling through shit, and I'm like, I'm just listening to like the same thing over and over again. I'm just like I need a little bit of. I need a bit of a change right now, so a lot of good stuff out there for sure. Though I'm gonna take a quick pause and then I'll be back to recording in a little bit. Alright, I am back. We are gonna try a little something called recording while driving. Is this a good idea? Who knows? I haven't really tested this, so we're going into some uncharted territories with this one. It's kind of crazy. I am being safe, of course. My phone is wrapped between my legs at the moment while I'm driving. So we'll see how this goes. There is a girl doing something. They're doing something. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I don't know, ballerina? I'm just commentating on what I'm seeing at the moment. A lot of things have changed around where I live and everything. Let me adjust this a little more. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me from right here. What was I even talking about? I was talking about music. I've been listening to a lot of music. I've been thinking about getting a subscription to maybe Spotify so I can expand my library a little bit, and then go from there. I think, excuse me, YouTube is great for the most part, but it is still limiting because there's not. I feel like I just end up listening to the same thing over and over again. That's just sort of how it is. So, yeah, I just want to expand my library a little bit. This is terrible. This is not a good idea. Because now I'm just holding my phone. All right, I'll pause and I'll unpause. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. I found a little better spot to record. That was not a good idea. If I do want to do something like that, where I record while driving, I need to find like a better system. Maybe I'll get like what is it? A lapel mic. I already have one, actually. I bought one a while back, and I haven't used it at all. I tried to use it to like record, and it was just not a good idea. I also need a new phone. This is an old ass phone. This is an iPhone like 5C, I believe. I've been thinking about getting a new one for a while, but I've just been too lazy. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I think I'm gonna just like get one from like eBay or something like that. And I also have to, apparently, because the iOS is gonna go. What is the word? It's no longer gonna support my current phone. So like, there's just no like. Unfortunately, there's just gonna be no utility to this phone in older versions. So I need to get a new one for sure. Like that's gonna be a priority in the coming months, maybe. So yeah, that's that. What else? What else did I want to talk about? Not a whole lot, really, but maybe just some plans. I don't know. It's a little hard to think about what I want to do in the upcoming, not upcoming year, but like for the remainder of this year. But, I've thought about traveling. I've mentioned that before. Obviously, there's still a lot of things that I have to take into consideration before I travel and whatnot. Obviously, with like COVID and everything. But yeah, that's like my next sort of big thing that I kind of want to do is travel. Once things kind of settle down, I want to try to take advantage of the time that I will have following kind of this busy period of time, and and try to enjoy myself, because I haven't done any like travel or any sort of like vacation in forever, right? It was like school. I hadn't really done a whole lot during my college years, and then obviously last year, there's no chance in doing anything. So, yeah, I think now that it looks like things are kind of, I mean, it's been that way for a little bit. Obviously, there's still cases with like the Delta and like, I don't know, what the fuck is the other one called? Sigma variant? No, it's something else, right? I don't think it's Sigma. I think it's, what is it? Beta? What is the other, like, Greek alphabet? I know Delta's the main one that's of concern, but there's that other one that's like popped up. What the fuck is that one called? Uh, I don't remember, but there's still variants out and about. I've heard some news of like a booster shot thing. Oh, they did. I think they approved Pfizer's. The what is it? The FDA approved Pfizer's vaccine for like use, I guess. I forgot what the terminology was, but now it's like properly approved. So I think that most places can administer it without significant like paperwork or whatever. Um, I don't exactly know the exact process that goes into it, but that's good news. I think that means that other places can also receive like Pfizer and that sort of thing, right? Right? I don't know for sure, but I think that's some good news right there. But yeah, in regards to like travel and stuff, still up in the air. Nothing's concrete at the moment, but I do have some things some plans and some things that I would like to do. Whether it's later this year or earlier next year, I don't know. I just want to try to take advantage of the time that I do have, and do some shit. You know what I mean? So that's that. What else? Any other things that I look forward to? I guess I'll do. I mean, I've talked about music quite a lot this episode, but I'll do a little recommendation of sorts, for whoever's listening, and also for myself, so I can kind of see where my headspace was at. So for a specific song, I would say I was talking about them earlier, but Saturday Night Dynamite with Icy Violence. That one's a good one. And then what else? What's been some other good stuff out there? I'm trying to think of like specific songs that I've really really vibed with. I've been listening to a lot of like Eve. He's a Japanese artist. He's gotten pretty big. I think some of his biggest like music videos have like 50 mil. So that's pretty big. But there's a reason for that. It's his music's super catchy. He did the opening for Jujutsu Kaisen, which I still need to keep watching because I stopped at like episode 6. Maybe I'll watch that later tonight. I don't know. Well, I don't commit to shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. There's a lot of things. Maybe if I sit down and actually watch something like a movie or whatever, maybe I'll have actually something to talk about next time. Maybe I'll do like a little review of a movie or something like that. So, yeah. That's something to look forward to, I guess. I don't know. Well, it's always a work in progress. So yeah. That's going to do it for today. That's going to do it for this episode. And we're just gonna keep on moving. This has been Save the Semantics, signing off.